feel like Ryan had a lot to say. So Ryan, what you got to say?
So I'm gonna start off by saying this. When the Knicks made the trade for OG Anunoby, and we were on the podcast talking about the trade and how it impacts the team, there were a lot of emotional Knicks fans in the chat, which is understandable because RJ and IQ, two guys that we loved, two guys that were drafted by the Knicks, homebred, were traded away for a player, and I understood why Knicks fans were emotional about that trade. Even on IG, I had people, dudes that, I talked to about the Knicks, they watch the show, they hit me up sometimes to talk Knicks basketball, and I had dudes hitting me up being emotional about RJ, IQ being traded away. I even had one of my good friends on IG tell me that he was going to stop watching Knicks games because he was so upset over RJ
Bye.
and IQ being traded. And I was like, and I told every single one of them, I was like, do not focus on RJ and IQ being traded away. Focus on what OG brings and his fit within the squad. And even in the chat, when we were doing the podcast, I was like, stop being overly emotional. Think about the fit and how it's going to help this team. Now, fast forward to the first game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I watched that game with a keen eye, like Ebony. I have my binoculars looking closely at that game. I was watching that game real close. And remember, I came on this podcast after that Minnesota game, and I said immediately, and I'm not a hot take person. I said immediately, the Knicks are one piece away from winning the chip. One game was all I needed to see. The only thing I didn't realize was that I didn't know the team was this damn good, to where no Mitchell Robinson, no Julius Randle, no OG Anunoby, no Quentin Grimes, and they're able to lock down opponents the way they lock down opponents and still win this game. This, in all my years of being a Knicks fan, I don't know if I've ever felt the way I feel at the moment. The defense that this team has is a championship caliber defense.
Absolutely. We all out the window together, man. We out the window,
no team in the East is going to want to see the Knicks in a 7-game series with the way this team defends the ball. And then on top of that, the offense. You have two guys in Dante and OG that can shoot the hell out the rock. Good luck trying to double either Jalen Brunson or Julius Randle. Good luck trying to double either one of them because you're going to get burned. This team is complete. I do not want to say.
I'm with you, dog. I'm with you, dog. I'm with you. I'm with you.
I'm trying not to jump out the window.
I'm
trying
with
to
you.
keep cool.
Listen.
I'm trying to keep calm.
Go ahead and round
Browns. I feel like we all about to hold hands.
I
feel like we all about to hold hands and jump together, man. I feel like we're all on the same page right now.
Yo,
jump out the window.
I've been there.
Jumping out the window on this one.
This team is special. Special. I'm going to say it. Knicks going to the damn finals. Yeah. They going to the damn finals. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Hell yeah. My man. Woo. I got the spirit. James Dolan, I got the spirit. Let's go.
Dog.
Jumping out the window on this one.
It feels that way, man.
Ryan says it, it's happening. If he says it, it's happening.
It feels that way, man. It feels like backup bench creator be damned. We might not even need that. I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, show me some things today. I saw some things.
We gotta get rid of Evan. That's all. That's it.
Shoot.
I really want Evan as a basketball player, just to play or get an opportunity. That's all. Seriously, it's not even the fact that we need. Do we? What do we need? Because like you said, this the team
We just need to start the
that
playoffs healthy.
that Bullock thought we
Yeah.
had in that 4th seed when he was talking about Big 15. That's this seed. That's this team. Next man up mentality for real.
This is feeling like I feel like Ryan took your take, Lee. How do you feel?
I want to say I've been on this show now for almost 2 years. That was my single favorite moment in my time beyond the show, was that entire monologue by Ryan. That is my favorite moment. Thank you for that. So let's talk about Tom Thibodeau. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying you should be fired. At the time, I still feel like I was right because I just walked out of that Mavs game. No, I was kicked out. I was booed out by the Dallas Mavs fans, my dad and I. And I was super angry. But you changed. And from that moment, you shortened the rotation to 9 men. There's been incremental, both micro and macro, that you made changes that have led to your best playoff victory as a head coach. For only second time in your career, you beat a higher seeded team in the playoffs. Cleveland Cavaliers. You smacked them. You didn't beat them. You smacked them. And then you gave Eric Spoelstra everything you had in a very well-coached series against the Miami Heat. And from that moment on, this season, you've sped up the offense. You sped up the pace. You're shooting more threes. You're cleaner, as J.O. said, cleaner rotations. And rotations, minute-wise, are managed better game to game depending on matchup. That is huge for Tom Thibodeau.
That's huge.
I am sorry. You do not deserve to be fired. My God, you deserve to be extended. Let's get this team healthy. Because if they're healthy, we are winning the championship this season. This season, if we are fully healthy, I'm calling it. I am calling it. I've seen enough. Mitch, come back. Randall, come back. Because we are winning it all if you do.
Oh man, you know what? There's been a lot of criticism given to this front office for being patient and incremental and not making big moves and making a bunch of base hits. But you know when you've been in a lot of toxic relationships, and
Yes.
when you're in a lot of toxic relationships, sometimes when you get the good one, sometimes you're so used to the bad ones, you don't know the good one is the good one. Because you're like, well, the other one did this. How come you're not doing that? Because that was never the right way to do it in the first place. And I feel like that's the PTSD. That's what the Knicks have been going through. The old regime, you make a semi mistake, you're fired.
Yeah.
That's not the way to go. He's like, that's not the way. Wait, is he making improvements here? Oh, he fell back here, but he making. Okay, cool. Let's see where this goes. Like, this is the way healthy franchises are run, and I'm glad that we're doing it differently. We're being strategic. We're not making knee-jerk reactions, and even though we as a fan base have been massively impatient, the patience is starting to pay off.